These items from the Antiques Roadshow are absolutely breathtaking.
$1,000.
Wasn't it 15,000?
No.
£1 million.
$1 million.
A porcelain dish that was a Christmas gift from a blind uncle turns out to have a value worth 6 figures. The dish is a 16th century Chinese celadon charger that was brought from Japan, where the guest's uncle worked as a civilian director. Japanese people were huge collectors of celadon pieces for centuries. A fun fact is they valued celadon porcelain even more than gold. The value placed on the charger was $80,000 to $120,000. However, the item surpassed this value in 2022 and sold for $390,000 during an auction organized by a company named Doyle.
Right. Really? And it's under my bed all the time?
I think under the bed is not such a bad place to keep this. It's been kept beautifully and it's been kept safely.
That
But
overwhelms
you may wish
me.
to rethink that under the bed.
This guest had 78 Hall of Fame players autograph his Louisville Slugger bat in the early 80s. That's quite a number. Among the signatures on the bat were of prominent baseball players like Ted Williams, Joe DiMaggio, and Willie Mays. The autograph-covered bat was valued at $4,000 to $6,000.
Okay.
This guitar had been played by the owner since he was 10 years old, and he discovered its amazingly high value after bringing it to the Roadshow.
It's you here at 10 or 11 years of age?
That's my dad,
That's your dad.
and that's my teacher. I guess I was around 13 or 14 when I started actually making some money at it. Went on from there. I was on the road for a few years with a few bands, and now I'm here.
Yeah.
The guitar was made by John D'Angelico in the 90s. D'Angelico is known for his handmade archtop guitars and is the founder of the company named D'Angelico Guitars Company. Such a sweet melody is almost equivalent to the guitar's value of $30,000 to $35,000. A collection of license plate numbers seems like a joke, but when you hear the value, you might start second-guessing. The family of this man maintained the license plate number 1583 from 1915 till 1967.
You hit 1949, but your next plate jumps to 1951.
Here's what the appraiser had to say about the collection's value.
The world of auction today, conservatively for the group, we'd see this bring in the $2,000 to $3,000 range.
Wow.
In terms of registering a vehicle today, it is so hard to get a low-digit plate. I'm so awesome to hear that you still have it.
Yeah, we enjoy it. My granddaughter's in line for the next
That's
set of
awesome.
Almost everyone seems to be in the habit of collecting items, and so did the uncle of this lady who collected baseball series programs from 1905 to 1954. The owner, who is also a baseball fan, had received the collection from her uncle. One of the programs was for the Second World Series tournament, which was held in 1905. The program is a rare item that has survived for 100 years.
It's 1905 World Series program. They gave these out at the Polo Grounds.
The show's appraiser valued the collection for $12,000.
Wow, $12,000?
But 15 years after the show, it was reappraised at a value of $17,800. Not only did this man live under the same roof as Colonel Sanders, he also received his iconic white blazer as a gift. Colonel Sanders is the founder of popular fast food chicken restaurant, Kentucky Fried Chicken. He and the guest had become acquainted after he lived in the basement of the guest family house for a period of time. Sanders had given the guest an autographed framed photo of himself, which the appraiser said would sell for $300 to $500. The main item, which was the suit, had a label that showed it belonged to the mogul, and this was valued at $30,000 to $50,000. A clown-faced automaton that was once displayed at Mrs. was inherited by the guest from his mother. The automaton was made by French man, Leopold Lambert, who worked for the largest automaton maker, Gustav Vici before setting up his own company in 1886 and began producing his own pieces. The automatons were made to serve as decorative pieces for wealthy families back in the day. The guest's automaton was fairly bruised, giving it a value between $10,000 to $15,000.
Wow, that's crazy.
The family of this man who died in 1794 believes that his portrait haunts them. Perhaps he has some unfinished business on Earth.
And I would swear that I could hear him open and close the front door, walk up the stairs, and walk down the hall, and I would think it was my father or my mother coming home.
The man, Aaron Delano, was a sea captain during the 18th century. His portrait that was brought to the show had been in the family for years. It was an oil canvas with no visible signature on it. The artist of the piece remains unknown. According to the appraiser, the painting at auction would go for $8,000 to $10,000.
That's good. It's exciting.
A doll kept in the family for 50 years. It must be extremely precious to them. The doll was bought for the guest by her parents, but it wasn't until they passed that she got to keep the doll in her possession. Schmidt et Fields are the makers of the doll, and it is called a Bibe doll. It was made with bisque during the late 19th century in Paris. The value for it was $16,000 to $18,000.
$10,000.
Oh, my goodness.
I've even seen them at auction sale for more.
Wow.
Very desirable, high-end doll.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have laughed.
Two jerseys belonging to some of the best baseball players in the game were acquired by the owner when he served as a clubhouse boy for the rookie Yankee team. One jersey belonged to Whitey Ford, an American baseball pitcher who played for New York Yankees, and the second jersey belonged to Yogi Berra, a baseball catcher who played mainly for Major League Baseball. Whitey's jersey, which had been altered, was valued at $30,000, while Yogi's jersey was as high as $100,000. Make the value of both at a whopping $130,000.
I wouldn't know. I really don't know what to say about that. That's amazing. It's amazing. I knew they were going to be somewhat valuable, but I didn't realize.
Watch more videos and see other exceptional antique items.